There are two things that you have to learn to be a successful day trader. And the first thing you have to learn is to recognize your setup. Um, the setup is when you enter a trade. Whatever that thesis is, you have to uh, know what it is. You just can't be arbitrarily saying, "I'm going to get into this, get have this entry point because I have a feeling." You have to look at what the stock is currently doing, and if the signs are there for you to enter the stock, enter into the trade, then you do so. But you can't just go on um, I just feel like this is the right time. You have to have certain indicators that tell you this is the stock for me to enter at this particular time. Right? And the next important thing is when to exit a trade. If you don't learn when to exit a trade, that in itself will blow up your trading account because the stock market takes the stairs up and the elevator down. I'm sure you've heard this term before, maybe put in different ways. Some people say it takes the stairs up and the window down, when people jump out the window because they lost so much money. But whatever the case is, it's normally slow going up and fast coming down. Now, if you don't want to blow up your trading account, I suggest that when you have an entry point, you already know what your exit point is going to be. Now, for me, my entry point, whatever my thesis is that I say, okay, this is a good time for me to enter, my exit point is a certain percentage below that buy-in point. Right? No matter how many shares I buy, it's a fixed amount, a fixed percentage point uh, below that buy-in point. So, and for the most part, for me, it's 2%. Now, why 2%? Because when I was researching how to trade effectively, I stumbled on a YouTube video that said that most successful traders aren't willing to lose no more than 2%. And through testing, I found out that that 2% works for me. Because there was another YouTube guru that said the way people make money is that they will risk one to make two. All right. Now I tried that method and that didn't work for me because if I bought in at a certain um, price, that means for me to make 2%, I can't risk no more than 1%. And to me, that 1% is doesn't give the stock enough room to be volatile, go up and down. And another YouTube guru said that that's the mistake that a lot of traders make, especially beginning traders, is that they set their stop markets too close and they get stopped out. And after trial and error, I found out that to be true. So for me, that one to make two doesn't particularly work for the types of stocks that I trade. All right. So, and that's another thing. You can listen to a lot of different gurus and things like that, but you have to um, take the advice of the ones that it works for you and your particular style and your particular personality. Not that risk one to make two is not a good strategy. It just doesn't work for me. It may work in another person's strategy perfectly, but for me, it just didn't work. And I'm gonna do a video about the advice that I got from all the different gurus that um, made me the trader that I am. Because I tried a few different methods to get to where I am now, and it comes down to trial and error. But like I said before, the two most important things are the reason why you got into the trade, and once you get in, your exit strategy. You should know your exit strategy right off the bat. And I would recommend that once you know what that is, let's say, for instance, that I bought a stock at $50. All right. And once I have bought in at 50, I know that my exit strategy is if it goes 2% below that $50, that would be what, a dollar? So if it goes down to 49 cents, excuse me, if it goes down to, if I bought it at $49. If I bought it at 50 and then it goes down to $49, I'm out. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right. And as far as when to exit on the upside, for me, I'm a little bit more flexible in that sense. Because not everything is so cut and dry. I can say, well, let me do a 1-for-1, whereas, all right, my stock market is at 2% below my buy-in. So if I want to do uh, a 1-for-1, then I'm going to set my limit uh, to exit the trade with a profit at 2%. I, I'm a little bit more flexible than that, because what if it doesn't go to uh, that $51? That would be 2% above the 50. And then it comes back down. So I may look at it and see where it may go to $50.50 and not 51. And if it seems like it's coming back down, I may get out. So that's not a 1-for-1, but a one for one half. But there was another guru who, the humble trader, who I follow her, and I would suggest you guys follow her too. Not that I follow her method 100%, but there's a lot of things that she says and a lot of interviews that she does with people that strike strike a chord with me. And one of the interviews that she recently did when she was down at the New York Stock Exchange, and she was interviewing this trading guru, and he said this, and this sticks in my mind, that nobody ever went broke taking a profit. So if I feel like I need to get out and I haven't gotten a 1-for-1 or something like that, then I'll still get out. Now, have I gotten out and the stock kept rising? Yes, those are the type of things I need to work on. How to recognize when to let it ride when it's on its way up. But have I gotten out and then the stock plummeted? Yes, and I was grateful that I did get out. So, and then that harkens back to this person's advice. Nobody ever went broke taking a profit. So, if you want to be a successful trader, again, to wrap this all up in a neat little bow, find out what your thesis is to enter the trade. What's your reasons for getting into the trade? and then know when you're going to definitely know when you're going to exit the trade at a loss. All right. For me, I'm steadfast in that once I enter a trade, there's a certain amount that I will not risk um, more than. And I always set my stop markers. I don't want to do it manually because if I do it manually, that lets emotion uh, play a part in my exit strategy. If I do it manually, it may hit my stock market price, and instead of hitting that sell button, I may let it ride and say, "Oh, it'll come back up." That's the worst mistake you can ever make. It's not um, getting out at the most appropriate time, whatever your strategy suggests, because you'll see it go down, and then it may keep going down. And you'll be like, "Oh, it'll come back up," and it'll never come back up. Not when you want it to. So that's the video for today. If you want to be a successful trader, work on knowing when to get into a trade and when to exit. When you know when to exit, set your stop market automatically and don't depend on you doing it manually. That way you take the emotion out of it, saying that if it goes here, if it hits here, I'm out. All right. So good luck to all y'all. And I'll see you on the next video.